homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I find no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a diamond. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking this is warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A bunch of stinging in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. I came to eat out the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, call me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you use the Decepticon. Straight rappers to the streets like Cobra. 80s they before they like. Up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans get defeated. Hop in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. I was extremely exhausted this morning when I came on because I gotta let y'all know that I literally worked 12 out of 14 days the last 2 weeks. My brother tired. I'm not even gonna hold you. My brother is tired. I needed to sleep because if I didn't, I would have slept right here on this show. And I'm not joking. I was that tired. But I don't have that much time because guess where I gotta go back to? Gotta go back to work. So I gotta go do my thing. But I wanted to talk about the Jonathan Majors new movie that is being produced by Daily Wire, and give you guys my thoughts on that, and kind of let you know kind of where I'm sitting at as far as that. And like I said, I don't have that much time because just work just by itself, man. I gotta go right back to work. So I'm about to be quick on this, and plus I'm gonna talk about this WB deal that I've been talking about for forever. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant React channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is, are you ready?
hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
All right. And I know certain people's just in the house or whatever. I'm a shout. I would love to shout y'all out, but I don't have that much time, so I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this thing pushing. Yeah, this is a live video. Go to the unapologetic simmer. Go to the main video. That you're looking at the mobile version. Go to the main video. All right. So let me just say this. I did see that Jonathan Majors and made sure that the video is correct. The information out there is correct. He does have a new movie that he's making under what's going on, Pam? What's going on, y'all? Matter of fact, real quick. What up, Junior Network? What's good? Boilermaker, what's up? Xavier Phoenix, what's up? True Avenger, what's good? Andre Ware, what's up? Presetta, good morning. What's up? I'm so used to that. Dirty Joker, what's up? Again, apologetic simmer. Go over to the main one. Don't go to the mobile version. What's up? Let me see. Pam, what's up? What's going on, Pam? D Stizzle, what's good? Krisha Key, what's up? J. Carter, what's up? Yep, I knew that you was on the other side. All right. So let me just say this. And I gotta keep it a buck. When I seen the initial press for this, because I didn't believe it, and I had to get it clarified, and it was true. With him being under Ben Shapiro in the Daily Wire, is going to give a bad look. No matter what we say, no matter what we do, is going to give a bad look. Or no matter what he does, is going to give a bad look. Number one, because if you're in the zeitgeist and you know anything about Ben Shapiro, you know anything about Daily Wire, Candace Owens got fired from Daily Wire. You know what I mean? And you know how Candace used to go. You know what I mean? Ben Shapiro has said some just so much anti-black rhetoric. It's ridiculous. So it looks bad. It does. It looks bad from an optic point of view, especially if you're black. It looks bad. Jonathan doesn't care, and I'm gonna tell you why. After speaking with Jonathan, in the past about he just wants to act, and I'm going to tell you, Hollywood blackballed this brother. I'm trying to tell you, Hollywood blackballed this brother. For the simple fact is that you're trying to tell me there's not a bad, and I said this, and I shout out to Spoiler Kings, shout out to Pantheon with Darius, Chill and Marcus. I said this because I said this in their chat, in Spoiler Kings chat. So there wasn't a bad Tyler Perry wig he could have put on to get into at least Tyler Perry, get back into television. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Dude, Hollywood legitimately made this dude an example off of something that was a hurt finger. That was literally a hurt finger. When Black Hollywood is not fooling with you, you have been blackballed. You have legitimately been blackballed. I'm just being honest. So, talking to Jonathan, and Megan has reiterated this. He just loves the art. He loves the art. He don't care nothing about who does it, why does it. He just wants to act because he loves the art that much. So at one end, it looks extremely bad, extremely bad from his point of view. From everybody else's point of view, looking at him coming back, being under Ben Shapiro, and all of that. On the other end, he just wants to act, and probably doesn't get. And I haven't. I'm gonna just tell you, I haven't spoke with him or whatever. I haven't spoke to him, so I'm not gonna put anything in his mouth. He has an agent. He has a publicist. They can speak to him on that. And in the clip that I'm getting ready to show, He didn't even want to speak to TMZ. You know what I mean? Like I said, for me talking to him, he just wants to act, and nobody's giving him a job. The Merciless film, I don't know what happened to that. You ought to say, well, that project kind of fell apart. There was supposed to be a movie with him and Jay Cargill. Nothing. There's nothing. Nobody's fooling with him. And when you are an actor or whatever, and I think we've talked about this before when we talk about, the dress. You know what I mean? When black people put on the dress. And Alvin, you can see I got a whole playlist about Jonathan Majors you can watch, in your leisure time. So I don't want to talk about that here because Jared Leto is in the Epstein files, and that has stopped nobody from making him Skeletor in the next He-Man movie. So I don't want to go tit for tat. I really don't, because people are black men are treated totally different in Hollywood than white men. So I don't even want to go there. I don't have enough time for that. But when and Pam, you're absolutely correct. When Black Hollywood doesn't want to fool with you, I think there's this is a problem to me with all of Hollywood, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because again, I got a good friend, won't say his name or whatever, just to protect confidentiality, what he said to me, but he told me he was blackballed from Hollywood for 7 years because he didn't want to be a part of the party. He didn't want to be a part. He didn't want to get the what Cat Williams was talking about. It's more than just Diddy. It's more than just Diddy, and he didn't want to be a part of those parties. You know what I mean? And he got blackballed out of Hollywood for 7 years. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to tell you, it's totally different, when it comes to Hollywood, when it comes to black men and white men. Because again, Jared Leto, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about got a weird case. You know what I mean? So, and again, it's difficult because Jonathan's between a rock and a hard place. Because if he was say for instance, okay, you can get a movie, but and you love the art. You love the art, and this is what you want to do. You got to pay your bills. We act like this guy wasn't here. Like as far as where he was at with Marvel, that contract was on a $20 million contract. So he was on a $20 million luxury expense. You still got to pay that bill. The bills was due. The bills was due. So as much as I don't like who it is, logically, logically after spending time with Jay and talking to him and stuff like that, I understand. I understand. We might not like it at all, but I understand. I'm not a fan of Ben Shapiro, but I'm also not a fan of the people from Disney too, who have blatantly said, anti-black things or whatever, and they had to come and cover it up. It's no matter what, again, no matter what, people gonna talk about you. Honestly, let's just keep it honest. No matter what, people gonna talk about you. People was talking about him for dancing. People was talking about him running for the white woman. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's evidence to prove that he did not assault this woman, people are still running a big flat joppers talking about he assaulted somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even though it says reckless assault, they don't give a damn. They just said assault. So if he got to do this to get in, because they gonna talk crazy about you anyway. Hey man, who am I? Who am I to say? Because at the end of the day, you got to make your money. You know what I'm saying? And I you know what I'm saying? Dog, the only thing I can do is pray for him. That's the only thing at this point in time, man. Only thing I can do is pray for him. Whatever gets this brother in, man, if that's what you got to do, man, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. And I know the suggestions that you're giving, but nobody's giving him that, no. You got to understand, nobody's giving him the job. Because if that was the case, then we would have heard he has a Netflix deal. If that was the case, we would have heard Nina DaCosta has picked him up for a role. We would have heard Antoine Fuqua or any of these. We've talked about they talked about this on what's going on, Tina? They talked about this on Pantheon last night. Nobody's giving them a job. Nobody in Black Hollywood. I've tried to tell you all these high five, man. I've tried to tell you. I'm telling y'all now. I don't trust none of that. None of them people. None of them. Because none of them came to his aid when he was going through what he was going through. None of them came and said like step with him. You know what I'm saying? Afterwards, they wanted to do the photo op and all of that. Oh, y'all praying for you, brother. Who's giving him some money? Who's putting money in his pocket? That's the problem. You can do all this high fiving, you can do all this elbow rubbing, you can do all this prayer or whatever. Who's putting money in his pocket? And I hate that it had to be them. I hate that it had to be them. I hate it had to be Daily Wire. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. But who's putting money on his pocket though? Because you still gotta eat. I gotta eat. And we might not like it, but I mean, hell, I'm from the block, and sometimes, man, I know people who had to do what they had to do. They didn't want to do it. They didn't want to go out there and sell to their people, but damn, ain't nobody else hiring me right now. You know what I mean? So I look at you know what I mean? It's in a rock and a hard place, man. And like I said, Hollywood effed this guy over. So let me play this real quick. And shout out to Sheed for sending me this. But I literally hate it. I hate it. But hey, man, I gotta eat. So if I gotta go do whoop-de-whoop, man, hey, look, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody else putting money in his brother's pocket. I'm not putting money in his pocket. Nobody else putting money in his pocket. So whatever he got to do to get money back in his pocket, hey, I hate it, but I hate what happened with dope dealers. But you know, we celebrate and praise them in rap songs. You know what I mean? So it sucks. It literally sucks. But let me share my screen real quick. And again, shout out to Sheed for this. And
Jonathan Majors, he is back shooting movies. He is shooting a movie in South Carolina right now. This is after a 4-year kind of not self-imposed hiatus, you know, after the trial with his ex-girlfriend. I'm going to say it again. Jonathan Majors got screwed by Hollywood because he won that trial. If you remember, his ex-girlfriend said that Jonathan.
Now, y'all remember, I was on TMZ talking about this too. So it's funny that the tide has changed. You know what I'm saying? It's funny that the tide has changed, but listen to what Harvey's saying now. And then after this, I'm going to go into my Paramount spill because I ain't going to be that long. And I'm going to get y'all out of here. Make sure that y'all go and check out Tina. Tina says she's covering all of this in an hour or so. So, you know, make sure that you guys are going out and checking out Tina. If I wasn't at work, trust and believe, Tina, you know I'd be on the show. You know, I'm getting in, Tina. You're going to let me in.
Jonathan had assaulted her in a vehicle, inside a vehicle in the back seat. I think it was an Uber. He won that case. But Hollywood is so skittish that they basically banished him. He's back. And he's a big star. And I got to say, I always thought that Hollywood screwed him. Jonathan Majors, I talked to him this morning, and he was going to come on TMZ Live to talk about the film and to talk about how great it is to be back and all. His agent at the William Morris Endeavor Agency said, oh, no, bad idea, don't do it. And I just think that, you know, as soon as I heard it, I'm
going to tell you the reason why I believe his agent, and I'm not speaking for Jonathan. Jonathan didn't talk to me. Let me just say it like that. He did not talk to me about this or whatever. I'm going off of my perspective. The reason why his agent said don't talk to TMZ, for one, TMZ had a totally different tune 2 years ago, and I wish I had the time to pull up that video because I got the video. I was on it. Number two, because I was on TMZ Live during there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on TMZ anymore. I haven't been on TMZ over a year, so you know what I mean? Number two, they're going to bring up why Ben Shapiro? And he doesn't need that type of heat right now. The best thing he needs to do right now is to just do the film. Just do the film, do press for the film, speak on the film. Don't speak on Ben Shapiro. Don't speak on Daily Wire. Do the damn film. Get that mess over with. You know what I mean? Get that mess over with and go on about your business.
I just laughed and I said, Jonathan, I want to talk about this. And he was cool with me talking about it. But it's just so funny the way this town works. Agents, I think, are so tone deaf to the realities of Hollywood and the world. And, you know, the idea of Jonathan Majors coming on and, talking about how good it is to be back in the movie business. Especially, look, he knows how I feel about this case because I talked about this case before. I think it's great that he's back. I don't think he should have left. And the William Morris Endeavor agency said, oh, no, don't do it. These are not people who understand media. They may understand television, they may understand film, but they have such a lack of knowledge of the way media works. And I just wanted to kind of share that with you because we don't talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna let that go because he is talking about the media, and the thing about media, there's always two sides of the coin with media. He could have went on there and he could have went left, and now he looks bad. You know what I'm saying? He could have went on there and he could have been a dub. But the risk of it being bad because of who's attached to the project is greater, in my opinion. This is just my personal opinion, is greater than him going there and getting the dub. My personal opinion. What's going on, Dr. Keisha? So, that's how I feel as far as that. Like I said, I'm praying for the brother. But I'm also, if you know that, I'm going to just call a duck. If you know white Hollywood has blackballed you, black Hollywood, dog, y'all let me down. There's people they can't hold. I'm going to just say it like this, and I'm getting pissed off. I'm sorry. There's people that can't hold a effing candle to Jonathan Majors' talent. There's not a lot of people that can hold a candle to Jonathan Majors' talent. And you gonna let a hurt finger and this man getting chased through the streets of New York by a white woman stop this guy from getting a job? Black Hollywood? Nah. Anyway, let me shift gears real quick. Let me shift gears real quick. The Paramount deal. Warner Brothers, and I'm going to give Tina her props. Tina really called this. Warner Brothers and Paramount has got the deal done. Do I like it? Hell no. This is it, man. I'm glad I got some rest because I don't like any of this because I wouldn't have been able to sleep this morning, and I was really, really, really tired. After working 12 out of 14 days at my job doing manual labor. That's why y'all gotta pray for me too. But the Paramount deal went through. Netflix didn't want to get no more money. They was like, "Is this the deal you want? Fine. I'm not giving you a dollar, but you're gonna have to pay me. You're gonna have to pay me that $7 billion. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay me that $7 billion. You know what I mean? I feel for I really feel for the American people for the simple fact is that, if they continue to push, Netflix won. Technically, and something what Marcus and Darius and Chill was saying this last night, and I'm gonna echo their thoughts before I gotta get out of here because I gotta run now. I'm gonna echo some of their thoughts. I don't think they're gonna keep all the IPs. Paramount is a failing company. Themselves, they haven't made anything that's even worth watching for real, as far as movies and stuff like that. It wouldn't surprise me if they start selling out assets of studios and stuff like that. But CNN, and I've always said they're liberal. They're not far left. They're not like a lot of other channels that are far left, because you got far left channels too. You got far right with Fox News, you got far left channels too. I never looked at them as far left. I looked at them as almost independent, not left, not right, but just kind of in that middle ground. But I mean, all the shows, HBO Max, and all of that. This is just a bad time. This is a bad time, and would this deal get approved through the FCC, the Federal Trade Commission? I don't know. This looks more of a monopoly than the Netflix deal. And I understand people have their reserves on the Netflix. I know people don't like Jimmy Gunn. This is way past Jimmy Gunn. This is about free speech, and we already seen what this administration has done using using their power to stop free speech. Hell, they were going after late night talk show hosts. So I got to get up out of here, man. I got to go. I got to get out here in the next 2 minutes. So I got to get up out of here. But, man, what did you guys think about all this information, man, that's out here? What do you think about Jonathan Majors? I spent a little bit more time on Jonathan Majors than I did with the Paramount deal. I don't like it. I think this is bad. But this is horrible. This is horrible. But what did you guys think? Man, put it in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher. Maybe this weekend you might see a video or two from me. You never know. All right, let me get up out of here. Where's my outro at? Because you already know I got to go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.